Hello and welcome back. In the earlier lecture, we looked at how you can use the goal seek function inside of Microsoft Excel to solve for a particular average, a particular value of average. But there was a minor problem with it. The problem was that we could only use like one cell to change the value so that we get to a particular average. There is another tool called the solver inside of Microsoft Excel with which you can actually vary all these different values and it will come up with a solution. So to get to the solver, we're going to have to go to this data tab over here. And I can see the solver over here, but you may not be able to see the solver right away when you go into the data tab on your system. Now, if that happens, what you have to do is just go to File, and then we have Options over here, and then we have this tab called Add-ins. Go to Add-ins, and then we have the Solver add-in. Just click on the Solver add-in, and then press Manage Excel Add-ins and press Go. And then you can see that I have checked Solver add-in. This will not be checked when you look at it. So check it and press OK, and it will appear right over here. Now let's just go and do the actual work. What I have to do is just get an average of, let's say, 92. And I'm free to modify any of these values to get to that average. And I can apply certain constraints depending on my abilities with all these different subjects. So I'll just press Solver, and I can see that I can set this objective to a maximum, minimum, or a specific value. This objective is this cell right here. And I will need at least a minimum of, let's say, 92 marks. Or in this case, I have to set it to a different value. A value of 92. If I set it to maximum, it will try to give me the maximum value. If I set it to minimum, it will try to reduce it as much as possible. Now I'm setting it to 92 as the value. And now I can change the variable cells, which are these cells over here, to get to that number. I can change all of these cells. So the way I do it is by clicking and then control clicking the rest of it. Control, 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 and control. Or you can just manually type it in with the commas, but that's too much work. So we have the freedom to change all these values, and we can now add the constraints which Excel must use to change these values. So I'll just press Add, and the first constraint is that for chemistry I should get at least 85. So greater than or equal to 85 should be the marks that I get for chemistry. Add. Now for physics, I should get exactly 90. Let's say that's the mark that I should get for physics. So I'll press Add. And for math, I have no hope when it comes to math. So I should get at least 70 marks for math. Equal to 70. Let's say that's the only, that's my level. That's the mark that I'm going to get. I know that. So I will get only 70 for math. So it has to be made up with the remaining subjects. So I'll press Add. And then for computer science, I should get at least 90. Otherwise, I'm not going to get there. 90. And for biotech, I'm going to have to get at least 80. So these are the constraints that I have applied. And now press Cancel. And it will take me back to the solver. You can see that they have listed all the constraints that we have applied. And now we have a solving method, which can be nonlinear, simplex, or evolutionary. I am not going to explain what all this means because it's a little bit complex. But if you want to just look at what it is, you can just read this things here, this description here. You can also change the options as to how it is being solved. When you press that options button, this will turn up, and you can actually tinker with these values here. But I'm not going to right now. I'll press Cancel. It will take us back, and let's just solve it. And it has solved it, and it will give us the solver results. So it shows us that we need 99 for English literature, computer science and chemistry to be able to get to this percentage, because I suck at math. I'm not going to get anything more than 70 for math and 90 for physics. That's my maximum. So if that's the case, I have to pretty much nail every question for computer science, English, and chemistry, and almost everything for biotech. So I have to work my ass off. I'm sorry. Okay, so you can choose to keep the solver solution, or you can restore original values. I will keep the solution. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna have to do if I am to get to that percentage. So I'll press OK, and then I'll get back to studying. Okay, so see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.